Alright guys, I got a really special treat for everybody. So we're on vacation and I brought down my wife's Christmas present I was talking about, and I want to show you what we have in store for the truck today. Check this out. This is a tow mirror. Unpackage it. Look at that. My wife loves me. Her and her family got together and got me these. Now these have some lights for white LEDs here for like door lights or cargo lights, and they have a light on the front, but they don't have the turn light here, which I don't have that on this old truck anyways. Now it's getting late and I'm down south on vacation. It was like 60 degrees today. So I'm in the hotel parking lot being all redneck about this because I couldn't wait to get them on. And I started this a couple hours ago when the sun was still out. And I did the passenger side and it took me forever. I mean literally forever, but we're gonna go down and take a look at that. Look at that mirror. Isn't that awesome? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna show you how to change a mirror to the tow mirror, and I'm just doing this in the hotel parking lot. So I'm going to pause this for just a second while I get the best camera view I can. Okay, hopefully it doesn't jiggle around too much, but we're going to start by, this is just pushed on by one tab and it opens this all up for you. Here's your wire harness, and it's just a little tab. There's a little tab, peel it back and unplug your harness, and that just kind of sits in there out of the way. So I'm going to bring it in here closer. You see there's one bolt and then there's the other two. In all the videos I watched, everybody gets this bolt last, but you know what, then you're fighting holding the mirror and getting the bolt. If you take the hard to reach bolt out first, then you can use a ratchet or a socket to get the other ones and hold the mirror at the same time, so you can do it by yourself. So you can put your back over here on the seat. So your best friend is going to be a flexible 10mm ratchet wrench. It's the only way you're going to get in to this bolt. See if I can get in there. It's tough making a video at dark. So, see, that's the only way. It gives you flexibility. And then you crack it loose. And I'm not going to show you this because I need two hands, because you don't want to drop the nut in there. But once you get that going and loose, you can do it with your fingers. As long as you don't drop this nut. There you go. There you go. As long as you don't drop it, you're okay. And then you got another one that's a little hard to get to down here, unless you take the door panel off. And the same thing, get that one loosened up, and then you can take it off with your fingers. And try not to, there's another one. Try not to drop these in there. I mean, the new mirror comes with bolts, but I don't like them. So then I go to my ratchet and I'll grab the last one get that loose. And we'll hold the mirror from the outside and do the same thing. Turn it in and taking it off without dropping it. There we go. And then it's just pop your mirror out, feeds your wire through the hole, and then your mirror's off. Now your tow mirror has a longer harness, and this one had, this stud wasn't attached. I put that on there because there's a bracket here that they give you. So feed your wire harness through the same hole, and you can let this hang on the top stud for a minute because it's long enough to hold it. And they give you these little tiny nuts. There's nothing to this washer here. This is the factory one. I mean, look at the difference. And it says not to reuse this, but this washer's thick. So if I'm going to reuse these on the bolts that are harder to get to, because they're easier to handle. There's more of a nut to hold with your fingers you get started with. And they're just overall easier to work with. And there we go. So now those two are installed. Now we're going to tighten them down. Yeah, I wanted to reuse the factory nuts because the washer has more surface area to grab the inside of the door frame. That's what I did on the other side, and I'm glad I didn't choose to tape the other side because the wire harness is more in the door. In fact, when I unplugged it, it fell in the door, and it took me, I had to take the door panel off and get in there with a big hook. I almost went and got a coat hanger from the hotel. Because I just could not fish that thing out of there. But I ended up taking off the door panel. And it just took me forever and a day to get that mirror installed. And I was mad because it was taking so long. Because, I mean, I started this video and, you know, in less than 10 minutes I'm already putting the new mirror on, and that's how the other side should have been. So those two are snugged up. Now in the instructions it gives you this bracket, and the bolt hole is here, and this curved part goes around this angle here, and this goes inside and butts up against the surface of the door, and this goes around and scoots right around here. Now I don't know who stamped these, but right here, see, that's an R, and it was in the right side mirror box. But if I did that, then I have to put the bolt through here, and it's all ass backwards. So somebody had a bad day when they stamped the R and L, and what you do is just slide that over the top post like that. And since I have this big bracket here, that's what I'm going to do, is use one of their washers or one of their nuts. And there you go. You snug that up, make sure everything's tight, it's not moving, and you take your plug. I have two plugs, one for the lighting that I'm going to do later, because I didn't bring any wiring stuff with me on vacation. I wasn't expecting to do this, it's all at work. So the 4-wire goes to your mirror, and sometimes they're messed up, but you just click that back in, and then all you do is tuck the wire harness back in here, and it's out of the way. And you take your mirror cover back on, and it just goes over here, and then a little tab goes in the hole here. There you go. So now, we get around. I'm going to kick the box. And there you go. There's tow mirror number 2. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think tow mirrors is a hell of a lot better. And look at that. Look how sweet that is. And hopefully they'll work okay. As the bottom one is curved, and you adjust that so you can see the lane next to you, so I can look at cars coming up beside me. And the bigger flat glass is supposed to be even better for viewing. I mean, it's literally half of this mirror. I mean, the bottom glass, or my whole glass of my old mirror, is almost as big as just the the concave mirror glass on this new mirror. And for lighting, it gives me a wire harness, and for each side. So we're going to put an end to this video. If you're going to install tow mirrors, that's the easy way to do it. And we'll pop this back off, and you can watch other videos if you want, but remember, always go after that bolt first. To get it out of the way, you're not fighting that, holding the mirror while trying to get that bolt. Then you take this one out, and this is the easiest one to get to without taking the panel off. Now if I was doing the wiring as well, I would probably take this panel off, because it's hard to fish a wire down through all the door and then down through the body rubber and into the cabin for the lighting. So hope y'all found this video useful, and if you get tow mirrors, I hope you enjoy them as much as I'm going to enjoy these, because when you lift your truck like I did, the hardest thing to do is back up without trying to hit anything. And I can, my right mirror is already actually pretty nice. I can see the back tire on the ground, almost to the ground, and I can see all behind me and into the next parking space. So both these curved bonded mirrors should give me a lane clearance on each side, so that when I pass somebody or somebody passes me, I can see them. And that's what tow mirrors are for. And these are the extendable ones. So if I tow a trailer or anything like that, all I do is slide them out and readjust things, and we're good to go. So I'll probably put this out as soon as I can. for more winter content because the sun went down, and even down here in North Carolina, it may have been 60 degrees today, but the sun's already down and the temperature's already dropping. So until the next video, if you like, subscribe, go ahead. Any comments or questions, let me know. Y'all have fun.